Alright guys, this episode of Greedfall we are going to be doing the mission Attack on Caravans, which is given to you by the Governor of Hikmet. And if you see in the last video when we were doing our mission for the merchant in Serene and talking to Ulan, he gave us the mission of getting his merchant into Hikmet. And this is... when you first talk to the Governor of Hikmet, he'll give you this quest. I skipped over it because it didn't pertain to the particular mission we were doing. So this is the first time we see the Governor. So he'll give us this mission to talk to his I don't know if it's quartermaster or head soldier, but we'll engage in some conversation here. And he'll explain what he wants us to do for him.
Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities. Even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened. We would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly. We are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city, but we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Your Excellency!
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier. Where was I? Yes. We would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
If you are of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
I'm listening.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops as well as our caravans have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them. Considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved.
You would like me to lend a hand? I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Okay.
Farewell, my lord.
So, as you can see there, he gave us two objectives. We are going to do the latter and talk to the commander about the caravan attacks. And we go a similar route as we did with the Ulan's merchant that we had to go rescue. It's pretty much down that same path. So you can knock out both these missions at pretty much the same time.
Governor Buren has asked me to help you fight against the caravan attacks. Could you tell me
But
precisely
we're going to do
what's going
more
on?
of the other mission he mentioned in the next few episodes, but yeah, for right now we're going to focus on this caravan mission.
An attack with incredible violence. They don't just steal goods or equipment. They kill without mercy. Only one man survived their last attack. He's here in a sorry state.
Do you think he could answer a few questions?
Yes, but take it easy on him.
I'll make sure I do, Captain.
Alright, so the guy we need to talk to is directly behind us. Down there by that tent. So we'll have to go down there, chat with him, and we'll just pretty much ask him, you know, what happened and yada 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 pretty much, but here's the dialogue for it.
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was informed that your caravan was looted and that you were the sole survivor of the attack.
It's true, Your Excellency. It was awful. All those deaths. The violence. We followed the recommended precautions to the letter, but it was useless.
What were you transporting?
Mostly food, but also herbs and other ingredients for scientists.
Did the attackers take it?
Everything was a blur. I don't know if they intended to steal or destroy it. Unfortunately, my companions died while trying to protect our cargo.
Are you saying that the looters started by attacking your cargo?
Yes, Your Excellency. Maybe more of us would have survived if we'd all fled.
How did the attack happen?
We traveled all day. We were exhausted, and night was approaching. We knew we were not very far from the outpost, but we couldn't go any further. So we camped away from the road, trying to stay out of sight. Alas, it was in vain. That's when they struck, in the middle of the night.
You mentioned recommended precautions.
Yes, since attacks occur often, we were given a number of precautions to avoid them. Do not travel at certain times, do not camp near the road, do not light any fires. All of it was useless. It would have been better to recruit guards to escort us.
Were there several attackers?
I counted 5, maybe 6. But others were hiding in the woods. I'm sure of it. If they only had their usual stone weapons, we may have hoped to escape them. But their weapons were inflamed. I have never been so scared in my life.
Based on what you're saying, the attacks were very targeted. They must have a camp near the outpost to monitor the road.
But what is their goal? Why attack all the caravans along this route?
They must want to cut off the supply lines to Hikmet. We'll go to the scene of the attack. I might find something there to help track these rebels.
Okay, so where we're walking right now is just the same path we had to fight the natives that were holding Ulan's merchant hostage. And
Here we are.
pretty much you
Stay
just
alert.
follow the marker on your compass up top. It's pretty pretty common sense. There's going to be a couple of things we got to investigate here. A dead body and some
Food has been
cargo that's
destroyed.
gone.
They clearly don't need it, which means that their camp should be close by. They must have died protecting their goods. How sad. These wounds appear to be caused by...
So we're going to get into a lot of
the
nature
kind of
battles
weapons that
during this
islanders
mission.
use.
We've got, I
Crates are
think,
empty. Their
3
entire
different
contents
species of
been
animals
destroyed.
we're going to fight
These
through here.
goods were not meant to reach their destination.
And then also we're going to have
They acted
a...
quickly,
We're also going to deal with
and
the
then
natives of the
left
clan
bodies.
that
Let's
we're
look around.
kind of trying to talk to. It doesn't go all diplomacy like during here. There's a lot of combat involved. So these guys are the... I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. The Dos Santas? Dos Santats. The Santas. I don't know how to pronounce it. They're relatively easy enemies, but the big white one, I don't know what his technical name is, but he's kind of a bitch just because his health is so much. And at this time in the game, the weapons we have aren't great. They improve here shortly as we level up and whatnot, but right now they're nothing. And right now I'm trying to navigate the menu and I don't know what I'm doing. You think by level 10 I would understand the game more. Anyway, so yeah, we're fighting the Queen. Queen D, because I don't know how to pronounce their technical name. They have, I don't know if it's the class we fought yet, but they have a certain type of enemy that like just spits poison at you. It's really annoying. And it could damage you pretty heavy. And these are some Ulgs we have to kill. I think there's like 4 black ones and then there's an alpha. I thought I seen something we can harvest, but nothing. So yeah, 4 black Ulgs and then the alpha guy. These guys are relatively easy. The alpha's a little bit harder. Oh, I guess there's only 3 black ones. Or brown. Brown, black. It all looks the same. But the alpha's not that hard to take down compared to like the Queen. Oh, I might be wrong. by now, this is kind of post commentary, obviously. So right now I think we're like a level 22. So the Ulds don't really propose a problem anymore. But I guess back when we were starting out, they weren't too easy.
There's something in his pocket.
But we didn't die, so that was the important part. Okay, and here's the letter from this dude. I am afraid this trip will be my last. We were very cautious. We even ate cold food every night because lighting a fire was too dangerous. And yet I feel as if we are being observed, and I am afraid that I could not finish the letter because I thought I was going to have more time. Anyway, you guys read it, I'm sure, right?
One must admit, it's an effective deterrent.
So we're going to head up here to this platform, and there's going to be some rhino guys. We'll find out what their technical name is. I tried to go about this without having the fight. I just kind of wanted to get to the next area. But with how this game is, once you enter combat, you can't really... What's the correct term I'm looking for? You can't climb these walls that you're normally able to. So you either... Oh, we use the trap there as well. You really start using the traps. Oh, yeah, this will be actually the first episode you'll see the stasis trap, and it's really, really useful. These guys called the Andrig, I believe is the pronunciation. Don't take my word for that. There's a couple of these guys. We got another fire trap down here, which I try to get this guy to go through the fire trap so much, but it takes so long for him to do it. Right now, that's all I'm trying to work on, is just getting him to run toward me, to run into the trap. Yeah, there's quite a bit of nature we have to fight here. I think this is the last of it, though. And these guys, one, their health is pretty good for the weapons we're using, and I mean, Vasco's already dead. Here we go. He finally ran through the trap, which came in handy there to finish him off. But anyway, okay, so we climb this after we're done. I kind of see if there's anything to loot here. I'll eat some berries, and there's some more berries around. But then we climb the ladder, and this should be our first encounter with the natives. Yeah. So this guy's just chilling. I thought he was friendly, and then he just decided to attack us. And these guys, right there, you see some magic. Luckily, it missed me. But these guys are kind of like a fellow counterpart that we'll see in the next part of Greedfall. But these guys can heal themselves pretty frequently. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make it annoying. Also, I think this is the first time we get elemented weapons, and now this is the stasis trap. So pretty much the stasis trap, they will remain frozen until A, you make contact with them, or B, a certain duration of time. I think the time increases as you increase the ability, but I think right there, that was probably about 10 seconds or so, maybe a little less. And we got some more of the Dos Santas. I'm trying to look at the top right screen and pronounce it. Also, these are the spitters. The Viperous Dos Santas are the spitters, and they're really annoying. And I don't know if these guys can get technically hit by the traps, because technically they fly. So I don't remember if I've hit them with traps yet. I don't know if the flying actually plays a factor in that. But also, if you don't use the trap, you can pick it back up. So always remember that, because I tend to forget quite a bit. I think we save it because I don't know what is about to happen. I don't want to die and restart all that. So here's another batch of the natives. I think here there's only about 3 of them. I think at this point we are out of, yeah, we're out of ammo. And now I'm once again trying to use the traps to my advantage, trying to get them to come toward me. But these guys seem to go down a little bit quicker. And he healed, but it was only for like 2 bars of his health. It wasn't a lot. And then we'll loot their bodies, get that trap, and then we'll be on our way. This is probably one of the missions that we've done like early on where it's a lot of combat. Like it's the most combat I think we've seen so far in one mission. Next closest is probably the silver. The man with the silver coin. But here's the clan. Or the native, yeah, native clans
Finally,
camp.
here's the camp.
And we're going to talk to the leader. And once again, I save because I have no idea what's about to go down.
The rebel natives.
So we're going to have a conversation with them. And I'll kind of explain a decision that we have a choice to make here. But I'll let the dialogue play out. And then I'll kind of talk about the decision when it pops up.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And whom might you be?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
The congregation. Are those the Lugaid Blau? The yellow eyes?
It's possible, yes. We live in the city south of the island.
That's right. We hold no grudge against your people. Talk. I'm listening.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, you risk men being taken prisoner.
I'm not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on Olmenawe, those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Loyans is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
In that case, I'm sorry to tell you that you've failed. The road is not the only way to transport goods. Many things are transported by sea.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully understand why you're fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances, as long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready, and soon we will make the Loyan pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
Okay, so here's a decision we can make. We can either attack them or leave. And considering this does not affect the merchants, I'm going to leave.
Guarantee that our merchants will now be able to take this road.
The Bridge Alliance doesn't mean that much to me where I'm going to attack people that I have no grudge against.
Now is the time of
So,
war.
I'm afraid you're heading straight into a massacre. But since you promised me that our caravans will be spared, I have fulfilled my mission.
Go in peace.
So that's all we wanted to do is to
Ourselves.
make sure the caravans can move freely. I'm not, at this point, I wasn't trying to spark a war with the natives just because of the Bridge Alliance, so I decided to, you know what, mind my own business, complete my mission, and just get the hell out of there.
Letting them go.
So,
They are so full of hatred for the Alliance.
we are going to go talk to the commander at Hikmet and let her know what's going on so they can at least prepare for a fight. And let them deal with their own shit, because I'm not trying to get involved with that. Hell nah. So, we're going to fast travel there, talk to the commander, and that will be the end of this mission, and we will do
Your Excellency,
the next main
what can I
mission
do for
on the
you?
next video. So, I will see you guys then.
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them.
No, that's not necessary. But you must know that this group is part of a much
Also, we
bigger
still
army.
get reputation
An army
from the
that is
Bridge
ready to
Alliance,
go
which
to
I didn't
war
really
against
want.
Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain.